And welcome to the Aaron Katzman Show. I'm your host, Aaron Katzman. We speak to you about your life, your money, and your investments. And as always, we're coming to you from the spiritual and soon-to-be financial capital of the world, Jerusalem, Israel. If you like this content, please hit the like button below. If you've not yet done so, please subscribe to both the YouTube channel and to the podcast. And don't forget that you are now allowed to actually share the content to somebody or for somebody who may be interested in it. Go figure. So the Jewish New Year is coming up, and I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy, healthy, sweet New Year. It's been a trying year in Israel, but it's coming to a close with a bang as Israel is doing some phenomenal military and intelligence hits against its enemies. But, what is the new year? Right? Financially, what is a new year? New year, I think for a lot of people is, they think about making resolutions. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do fill in the blank, right? And it works for about, 36 hours. And then, we fall off the wagon and the rest is history until the next year, right? So I want to suggest maybe a way that we can be a little bit more successful in our financial New Year's resolutions or any New Year's resolutions, as it might happen to be. And that's, we're starting from scratch. That's the beauty of the new year, right? Whatever happened in the past is the past. And, we have this date. It's random. It's not random, but it's sort of like a fresh start. We at least all take it to mean a fresh start. And certainly in Judaism, it's a fresh start. It's the new year signals the beginning of the 10 days of repentance, which culminates on the holiest day of the year, the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, where we believe that you fast and you pray and you give charity and you're forgiven for sin. So it really is sort of a clean spiritual start, and it should be, in my opinion, a clean financial start. Too often, I think, when people, again, any resolution people make is they bite off more than they can chew. They take like these huge, I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. I'm going to lose 30 pounds this year. I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. I'm going to run a marathon, even though I spend most of my time on my phone lying sideways on the couch, right? And what happens is it's just too much. It's too big a challenge. And then, you might be gung-ho right at the beginning. And then we all know how it is, right? You lose that momentum, you lose that excitement, and then it rains outside. And it's like, well, I'm just going to stay on my phone lying sideways on the couch, right? So I postulate that you should take little steps. The way to actually change one's behavior over time is to do small changes. Let those changes add, right? And that's how you end up, you change, and then suddenly you look back in a few years and you're like, wow, I started off 5 years ago at point A, and look how far I got. I'm already at point B. Look how much progress I've made, right? When a baby starts to walk, baby doesn't start running a marathon, right? The baby puts one foot in front of the other, staggers a little bit, usually falls on their rear end, but they get up and they try it again. And then suddenly there's another step and one step and one step. And then suddenly the one step turns into a continuous next step, right? And then all of a sudden they get it and then they're able to walk, right? But they're not able to run before they're able to walk. And the same thing holds true pretty much anywhere in life, right? You're not going to lose 50 pounds. What you have to start doing is obviously, change your approach, eat healthier, add a little bit of exercise, and then it builds up. And then all of a sudden, hey, I lost, a half a pound. I lost a quarter of a pound. And then slowly you start losing, and slowly you get these little wins. And those little wins give you the fire in the belly to sort of move forward. But it's not this initial excitement, which just, flutters out. It just pans out at the end of the day. This is different. This is sort of creating things along the way and winning, right? We want to win and get small wins. And that's how we end up changing our behavior any way it is. That's how we succeed in making a change. The same is true if you want to get yourself out of debt, right? If you've got $100,000 in debt, you don't say on New Year's, hey, I'm getting out of $100,000 in debt in the next 3 months, right? Because first of all, that's virtually impossible, number one, unless you make like $1 million a year. And then I'm not sure that after taxes that you're actually able to pay it off. But let's just say that you could. The point being that you have to do something. First of all, your goal has to be a reasonable goal, number one. And number two, this is, Dave Ramsey's approach, or a lot of people believe that when you start paying off debts, you should pay off the smallest debts first, and then get to the, from smallest to largest. Don't worry about the interest rates. Don't worry, there are people who say, oh, pay off the biggest one first or the highest interest rate one first. I agree with Ramsey, and that's what I always coach people to do. Pay off the smallest debt first. You know why? Because once you do that, you have a sense of accomplishment. There's nothing stronger in character change, I would say, than actually succeeding in changing something. And by paying off a debt, even if it's a couple $100, you can, you believe in it. You start believing in yourself. Hey, I can really do this. I can do that. You paid off another one. Hey, I can do this. And then slowly it builds on itself. And then you get to those bigger debts. And then before you know it, you're fired up. You're like, hey, I'm all in on this. And then you're really able to attack and get out of debt fast. That's the way, that's the way to lose weight. That's the way to run. That's the way to train for a marathon. It's the way to get yourself out of debt, by taking small steps, right? Small steps, small wins, create success, create the fire in the belly that you know how to do it, right? The wins. And then you yourself can be convinced that hey, I really can do this. It's confidence building. Ultimately, you're just building confidence. I can do this. And when you can do it, you can do a lot more. And then you go farther and farther and farther. So it's definitely within your means. Okay. So you want to change your character, either spiritually, financially, whatever it might be. Take small steps, get some small wins under your belt, and you'll be surprised how far that takes you. Okay. You have been tuning into the Aaron Katzman Show. We speak to you about your life and money and your investments. If you like this, please hit the like button below. If you've not yet done so, please subscribe to both the podcast and to the YouTube channel. If you think somebody might find it of interest, go ahead and share it with them. I want to take this opportunity once again to wish you all a happy and healthy, sweet new year, Shana tova. It should be a continuation of the last few weeks here in Israel. For all of you, where we're getting some actually bigger than minor successes. We're getting some big wins, thank God. And it should continue on. And we really all have a happy, healthy, right? Health has come back into focus after everything that we've been through. Healthy, sweet, prosperous new year. Okay? Shana tova to all.